video I will be going through the starter experience of the Blood Elves. So I will now enter the world with my character, quickly switch windows, just in time for the cutscene.
For nearly 7,000 years, the High Elves cultivated a shining, magical kingdom, hidden deep within the forests of northern Lordaeron. But 5 years ago, the undead Scourge invaded Quel'Thalas and drove the elves to the brink of extinction. Led by the evil Death Knight Arthas, the Scourge destroyed the mystical Sunwell, thereby severing the elves from the source of their arcane power. Though the scars of that conflict are evident, the remaining elves have banded together and retaken much of their homeland. Calling themselves Blood Elves, these grim survivors are committed to regaining the vast powers they once commanded. Inspired by the leadership of their beloved prince, Kael'thas Sunstrider, the Blood Elves now seek new sources of arcane magic and the means of defending their land against the undying horrors of the Scourge. As one of the few surviving Blood Elves, you must master your thirst for magic and help shape the destiny of your people.
There we go, we have arrived on the scene. Sunstrider Isle. Looks like this. Whoops, wrong window. This is the zone. This is an Eversong forest or Eversong woods. So we are right here. We are about to start the first quest. Now let me check this. This is part of the Questy add-on. Don't mind that. Alright, Magistrix Irona.
Victory lies ahead.
I hope you're ready to get to work, because there is much for you to do here on Sunstrider Isle. Ever since the destruction of the Sunwell by Arthas and the Scourge, we have been a race adrift on the sea of uncertainty. We teeter on the edge of oblivion. This will change, Paladin, and you will learn and aid our recovery at the same time. The Outland awaits us. So the first quest, reclaiming Sunstrider Isle. The sooner you begin your education, the better for us all. There is little room for error, so listen closely. The burning crystals, the green floating objects to the west of the Sunspire here, have long been used to power the Isle's experimentations. The mana worms were their guardians, but the Scourge invasion of Quel'Thalas has driven them errant from our lack of magical control over them. There is little choice but to thin their numbers for reclamation. Do this, then return to me.
Keep your wits about you.
So we are about to kill the former guardians of these crystals. Now I just prefer to play with extra action bars, so I'm gonna enable them. There we go. Clean these up a little bit. Seed of the Righteousness, Holy Light. I'm gonna put these right here for now. Alrighty then. So, here we go. Time to start killing these mana wires. Control, I doubt that's any improve. Oh, it is. Huh. Doesn't really look like a paladin thing, but whatever. So 8 of these to kill. Killing is pretty slow at this point. Not using mana right now, so let's not bother with that. Alright, new bracers. And I kill this one. Student combat. Chain boots, yep, another improvement. Zoom out a little bit. Now we've killed 3, 5 to go. So I'm guessing at this point you might want to speed up the video a little bit, because this killing is going really slow right now. There we go. 5 kills, 3 to go. Let's refresh this buff. Seal of the Righteousness. First skill. At least more offensive skill. So the Seal of the Righteousness fills the Paladin with holy power for 30 seconds, granting each melee attack an additional 6 holy damage. Only one seal can be active on the Paladin at any time. There we go, all 8 kills. And we have leveled up to level 2. Now let's go and report back. Oh, I should have picked this one up. Damn it, I always forget it. Whatever.
What business have you?
So, reclaiming Sunstrider Isle. You have successfully completed your first task. For that, you are congratulated. Such success gives me faith that you will turn out better than those young blood elves who fail to heed the lessons of their masters. Continued success will be rewarded, not only with knowledge, but also with tangible rewards as well. Your work here, however, is not finished. There is much more to learn, my young friend. 6 armor. This gives me 12 extra armor, so let's pick the boots. There we go. So, next quest. Unfortunate measures. Your effort has made something clear that, honestly, I wish were not true. The unchecked power of the burning crystals has maligned a much larger swath of the Isle's natural balance than I thought. We must now take on more unfortunate measures to reclaim control. The nearby lynxes have succumbed to the influence of the crystals, and they must be put down. Bring their collars, Royaman, as I may yet be able to fashion a magical restraint to turn some back from being uncontrolled. So again, 8 lynx collars. These are items, so I'm guessing these will not be 100% drop rate.
Death to all who oppose us. State your business.
The other quest, Paladin Training. As you advance within your class, you will want to take advantage of the training that your class trainer can provide you. For young paladins here on Sunstrider Isle, your trainer is Gestenis Sunstriker. What a name. Speak to Gestenis and see what training he has available for you. The things he will teach you do have a cost, so bring some coin with you. Your trainer, as well with all the trainers on Sunstrider Isle, is inside the Sunspire on the lower level.
Be ready for anything.
Let's look into that first. I guess I can get my first bit of money from selling these items. There's a vendor right here.
What do you seek?
Yeah. Sell. 75 copper, that should be enough. So, Gestenis, here we are.
The dark times will pass.
You seek further instruction in the manipulation of the Naru's power? I see the pride swelling in your chest. Already you fancy yourself one of the Blood Knights. In time you will earn your place amongst us. But first you must learn to harness and master the powers of the light. Hone your skills at arms and prove your worthiness. You must be prepared to endure the derision, fear and revulsion of those you are sworn to defend. So it is among those who can't comprehend the price of the great power that safeguards them. That sounds like a weird sentence. Oh well. Keep your head high and your blade at the ready. Well Watcher Salonian. And now I need you to do something. Well Watcher Salonian is in need of your services. You would do well to ingratiate yourself with him. He awaits you on the exterior platform that the ramp in this chamber leads up to.
The reckoning is at hand.
First,
Anubilore Delana.
see if I can learn anything, and I can. A Devotion Aura gives 55 additional armor to party members within 30 yards. Players may only have one aura on them per paladin at any one time.
We will have justice.
Let's activate this straight away. that he already sent me to my next NPC. Should be up this ramp. There we go. Alrighty then. The
State your
Well-Witcher.
business.
The Sunspire held a beautiful vantage of the Sunwell once. Our lives have been turned upside down, but we nonetheless carry on. It is our way, we are survivors. If you are to survive this upheaval, to carry on in your own right, then you must learn how to survive. All Blood Elves must do this. You must master your insatiable hungering for magic before it masters you. Ah, good, Paladin, I've been expecting you. There are a few tasks that I have which you are particularly suited to. So, the Shrine of Deathrimar. Day after day I stand here, watching, waiting. I've been accused of dwelling too much on our past, while my eyes look to the horizon. But it is my firm belief that each survivor to this island should honor those who have sacrificed all, that they may continue to do so. Deathrimar Sunstrider was our first king. He led us here from Kalimdor through the Maelstrom. Seek out his shrine to the west, and do not return to me until you have read the plaque upon it in his honor.
Keep your wits about you.
So the
Our
second
enemies
quest,
will fall.
Salonian's belongings. With all the chaos happening here at the Sunspire, I haven't had a chance to collect my belongings I've left outside at various places on the Isle. I must maintain my vigil over the Sunwell here, so I'll ask you to collect them in my stead. I need my scrying orb, my scroll of Scourge magic, and my journal. Use this satchel for some extra space, as my things are rather bulky. Return them to me, and I'll give you a little something, for the effort. You can keep the satchel as well.
Farewell.
Righty then. Now we have 2 more quests. It's turning out to be... Oh, okay. Never knew that works. Turning out to be quite a lot of quests.
Anaria Shola.
Arcanist Aethanus. You've caught me at a critical time in my research. No worries. You're welcome to join me in quiet contemplation. Emphasis on quiet, if you don't mind though. Fistful of Slivers. It's a shame that we've lost control of many of the creatures here on the island. This was once a tranquil place of study and research. Now it's all we can do to keep from being attacked by our own creations. I'm going to offer you a chance to receive a magical boon in exchange for some collecting work on your part. Bring me a stack of arcane slivers that are found on the mana-using creatures of Sunstrider Isle, and I will cast a spell on you that should aid you in your adventures on the Isle.
We will have justice.
Okay. No idea what these slivers are used for. Maybe this guy will tell us more?
Victory
Arcanist
lies ahead.
Helion. Knowledge is power. True power, my young friend. You'll be wise to acquire as much of it as you can, and pay proper heed to those who already done so. Before the raising of the Sunwell, we fooled ourselves into thinking we had neared the apex of our civilization. It took the Scourge to bring us to our knees, and in a way back to reality. Thirst unending. If there is only one lesson you deign to remember from your time on Sunstrider Isle, let it be this. Control your thirst for magic. It is a thirst unending, Royaman. You must absorb energy to survive via mana tap, and you must control how you release it via arcane torrent. Failure is to become one of the wretched, hopelessly addicted and insane. Seek out creatures on the Isle that have mana, and mana tap them. Learn to master your cravings of power. When you have sufficiently fed, return to me.
Shorel Aram.
Alrighty then. So, I had to bring arcane slivers from creatures that are or use mana. Usually you get these slivers from the mana YMs. So I kinda messed up when I didn't pick up the quest interesting. So I'll be getting them from other monsters. I'll skip those for now. Let's start off with these lynxes that have grown out of control. I have to kill them to get 8 colors. And yeah, it's not 100% drop rate. So again, you may want to speed up the video. You can do so by clicking the cog on the lower right part of the window, then choosing to speed up from normal to 1.25 or something. In the meantime, I'll be killing these lynxes to get some colors. I'll try to bring some structure to the video by only going through one quest at a time. So I could be heading off somewhere else, but I'll keep killing these lynxes for now, till I get 8 colors. So, a little faster, won't you? There we go, second color. These are aggressive monsters. I don't need to kill them right now, so moving on. More cubs. Stick to these for now, then switch to 2 over there. Alright, another color. Figured that mama or daddy lynx would come and help. Color. So 3 colors now. I thought I had 4. Righty then. Yeah, I do. Okay, this didn't update properly. 5 colors. 6. It's not too bad right now, the drop rate. Okay. Next cub. Or next lynx. Ooh, number 7. Righty then, perhaps number 8. Fingers crossed. May have jinxed it right now, who knows? Fortunately, this is not a mana using creature, so I can't get any slivers from it or use mana tap on them. Oh, and I didn't get a color, of course. Jinxed it, my friend. Next one then. There we go. 8 colors. Okay, so I'll be paying my respects to the Shrine of Dathrimar next. Now, this shrine is right here. I'm gonna hide the island for a minute. Right here. So this is where I headed off to. You get the quest Sunspire, which is depicted by this symbol. So go west all the way until you reach the mountains. So we'll have to go through these aggressive creatures, unfortunately. It seems like someone has been killing a few of them. Perfect. Ah, there he is. Guess he's on his way to the shrine as well. Alright. So this is the shrine. Looks a little bit weird if you ask me, but... There we go, this is the plaque. Let's read it. You have discovered the location of the shrine. Upon further examination, you sense a stronger pulse of the strange power that has gripped the isle. You feel a bit uncomfortable standing by the shrine, and perhaps a little disturbed. The bronze placard along the side of the shrine reads, "Here stands the shrine of Dathrimar, a fitting tribute to a noble elf. Let all who gaze on this monument remember his sacrifice against the scourge and his dedication to our cause. and our continued survival. All who prosper in Quel'Thalas do so thanks to him. Thank you, Dathramar. Alrighty then. What are these? Oh yeah, okay. These use mana, but I'm not going to fight them yet. Because, spoiler alert, we'll be fighting them later on. Let's head back. We've killed all the lynxes that we have to. Oh yeah, right. Over here, there is one of the items from Selonian that we had to return. You know, because he's been so busy looking over the Sunwell. So his scroll of Scourge Magic is right here. Okay. Thankfully the other guy cleared out some ads here. Some monsters. Let me think, where was the other one? I know one is at the crystal, but I'm missing one. Oh right, yeah, the fountain. Right in between these tenders again. Let's hope he killed some as well. That would ease my burden. Any safe way through? Nope. Okay. It's too bad. I could choose to wait, because like I said, again, spoiler alert, I'll have to kill these tenders, but I don't want to wait. I'm gonna pick up his scrying orb right here. So let's try and make this guy back off. There we go. I've ranged him. It's likely that I'll get another tender on me. Second one. Of course, massively slow. Let's kill this tender then. There we go. Selonian's scrying orb. That's the second part of the belongings we had to gather. Okay. I call this a fountain, it's not really a fountain. Though I don't know what to call it. Pool? Something like that. Now off to the last item. Selonian's journal, right by the big crystal, the burning crystal, which has in fact corrupted these mana worms and the lynxes. Okay then, for now I'll head back. Anything that has to do with mana creatures will come from other quests, from other monsters. So back to Magistrix Arona.
Our enemies will fall.
Unfortunate measures. It gives me no pleasure to ask you to destroy these beasts. While in times past we have lived in relative harmony with woodland creatures, these are different times. The first order of business for all Sin'dorei is survival. Make sure you remember that. So Sin'dorei are blood elves. The tower and surrounding area should now be relatively secure, though only for the time being. You have done well in providing us with a buffer of security, but we will need to reassert control over the entire isle if we are to survive here in the long run. This will involve tackling much greater threats than errant mana worms and lynxes. Take this, you will no doubt make good use of it for the tasks to come. Okay, so this is obviously the greatest improvement. 59 armor. Report to Lantern Parallon. You are to report to my assistant, Lantern Parallon. He will instruct you on what needs to be done next. While we here at the Sunspire will continue to reign in the burning crystals, you will be focused on a more pressing matter concerning Falthrian Academy. Lantern will explain fully when you speak to him. Simply walk west of here, along the path, and you should see him standing close by. Good luck. Your continued successes shall be rewarded.
We will have justice.
Now, I do have another quest to turn in. Right up this ramp, but I will check in with the Paladin trainer first, which is right here. Just tennis.
Anaria Shola.
Okay, teach me, nothing new, okay. Level 4. Okay, I get Judgment and Blessing of Might then.
Remember the sun well.
Next level. Okay, turning this back in. Hello, little cat. Right, here we are again.
Glory to the Sindorai.
So I have paid my respects to the Shrine of Dathramar. Ah, thank you for sharing your experience at the Shrine of Dathramar. First off, you should be commended for your sense of duty and respect. It will serve you well, not only here, but in all of Azeroth as well. As for the odd sensation, it is no doubt a contributing part of the taint that has befallen Sunstrider Isle. We shall keep an eye on it. Thank you for alerting us to it. Salonian's belongings. Have you had a chance to find my belongings? Once we reassert our dominance over Sunstrider Isle, I will need them in my work. For now, though, I must maintain my watch over the Sunwell, or what remains of it. Well done. I knew you'd be perfect for the task. Once it's safe to make use of our outdoor facilities on the Isle, I'll be putting these things to good use. Like I mentioned, please feel free to keep the satchel. Also, you may find this piece of armor to be useful. Consider it ample compensation for a simple task performed dutifully. Apparently, I don't have a
Shorelaran.
waist armor bit. And the chest armor. There we go. Okay. Let's jump down again. So, if I had picked up this quest over here before killing the mana worms, I could turn this one in. Same goes... Actually, no, not with this one, because you don't get it at level 1. But yeah, I could have done that quest at the same time. But well, I'll get the chance to get some progress on it on the next quest, which is to report to Lantern Perlon. So, as Magistrix Arona ordered me to. So we are following the path west. Now I could head up to these crossroads. Let's just skip that. No need to follow the road here. Lantern Perlon, the assistant.
Yes.
Your continued service to the Blood Elves is paramount to our survival. We must all pitch in and pull ourselves out of the mire we all find ourselves in. If you're ready to work, then let's get started. Magistrix Arona told me you'd be along quickly enough. The Feltrian Academy to our west, the huge floating building with the ornate spires, is in bad shape. You're going to be leading the effort to recapture it from one of the wretched. A blood elf who has forever succumbed to his basest cravings. Not bravest. Basest cravings. I hope you're ready to work. This is not only going to be a lesson about danger, but also of what happens when you forsake the realities of who you are.
We will have justice.
Next quest, Aggression. Before sending you to the academy, I want you another task that needs to be dealt with immediately. Once used to aid us in the gardening of Sunstrider Isle, the bestial tenders have now grown out of our control. Clear them out with due haste, but be warned. Their lack of control has made them aggressive. It is such aggression that forces us to put down these once gentle servants. It doesn't please me to ask you to do such a task, but survival is survival. I'll mourn later.
Hold your head high.
So yeah, these are the tenders I was speaking about, or spoiling about earlier. I can kill them to the south, where this pool is located at, or I could kill them to the west, where I saw them earlier when going to pay my respects at the shrine. So this is the Feral Tender. It uses magic, so it has a chance to give us arcane slivers, and we can use mana tap on it. 6 mana taps. Do attack it. That's my first arcane sliver. Now, Standard, he's going to gang up on me. Okay. So by using mana tap, we reduce the target's mana by 53, and it charges me with arcane energy for 10 minutes. This effect stacks up to 3 times. So yeah.
I need to target something first.
If I remember, let's use it again. Next one then. Invalid target. Oh yeah, the normal tenders don't use mana. Forgot. We have to kill 7 of them anyway, so let's keep going. Tender. Since these don't use anima, they do not have a chance to drop the arcane slivers as well. But these feral tenders do use magic, so they have a chance to drop them. Jeez, gang up again. Okay, there we go. Come to me. What? There we go. Okay, mana tap it. 2. So if you remember, it only stacks up to 3 times. So I can only use it once more before, you know, wasting my time, I guess. Because I won't get any more stacks, though the timer will refresh. So once I get 3 stacks, I will use Arcane Torrent, which uses all the mana taps to give you mana. So silence all enemies within 8 yards for 2 seconds. In addition, you gain 16 mana for each mana tap charge currently affecting you. So this is a nice way of getting some more mana. Now, are these an upgrade? No. Okay. So that's 5 tenders out of 7. Okay, feral tender next. Mana tap this one. Okay, now let's use this, even though my mana is full. There we go. So he's now silenced. Can't use any spells, and it would have given me some extra mana. Now it does have a 2-minute cooldown, as you can see. So make sure you keep it for you know, urgent situations. Go for feral tenders. Number 6 on the normal tenders. Do want an upgrade on my sword because this is getting quite long. Okay, to kill an enemy. Next feral tender. Mana tap it. So 2 more mana taps to use. Oh, and still 4 arcane slivers. Go, level up. 5 kills. The last tender and the 2 last feral tenders. Perfect. Now. Do kill it, please. There we go. Now, last 2 tenders. We have mana tap. 30-second cooldown. There we go. 3rd sliver. Man, do I really have to save this for another creature again? Oh well. There are more mana holding creatures coming up. Bit of a spoiler again, but well. Aha, 5 seconds. Maybe I can. Yep, just enough. Perfect. There we go. So these 2 quests are finished now as well. Let's head back and turn this quest in. Should I turn the other one in? Let's hold off on turning it in. I'll turn them in, or Or I'll turn it in when I get all my arcane slivers. So back to Lantern Perlon. It was right behind this tree. There we go. So I have called the wayward tenders.
Anaria Shola.
While the deaths of the tenders give me no joy whatsoever, it does show me that you're ready for the most important task you'll do here on Sunstrider Isle. Take this and put it to good use. You'll need good items and sharp wits for the task ahead. Our reassertion of the control over the island depends on it. Okay, an upgrade on my weapon. Perfect. Felendren the Banished, a betrayer of our people, resides atop Falfrian Academy to the southwest. Felendren is his name, and he was banished from Blood Elf lands for failing to heed the warnings of our teachers and elders. He is the worst of our society, as he lives only to feed his insatiable magical addictions. He refused to learn control. He is a shell of his former self, one of the wretched, and he is a threat to the Sunspire. Destroy him and the rites he uses as minions. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Rice?
Keep your wits about you.
Hope so. Alrighty then, so Falthrian Academy is right here. These are the spires he was talking about. So, did he mention any minions? I don't think he did. Oh yeah, he kinda did. The rice. Alrighty then, someone has been killing them already. Shall I go left or right? There's monsters to the left. It seemed to be dead on the right, so let's go left then. Both paths lead up to the same platform, so no worries there. Oh, that reminds me. If I did go back, I could have bought myself some new skills. You know what? It's a bit sad because that extends the video, but let's head back first. Oh, that was shallow water. Whoops. I was hoping I would not receive any falling damage. These two new skills that we'll get are actually quite nice, so that's why I'm getting them first. Oh, another player. Alright then, Paladin Trainer and Arcanist Helion. He was right here at this tent. I'll turn that in first. Quest where we had to mana tap these worms to satiate our arcane hunger. Or hunger for arcane energy.
Do not loiter.
Sell some things first. Oh, not these. Don't sell these. Those. Shield. Yeah, I did get a one-handed weapon from that, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Be ready for anything.
The shield. Gives us some extra
Your
armor
gold
and
is welcome
a
here.
chance to block attacks. And this one is a slight improvement. Anything else can be sold. Okay.
Shurelaron.
Alright.
What business have you?
Thirst unending. You've done well today, Royaman. Your willingness to learn shows that you may very well rise above the unyielding cravings you must endure as a blood elf. Rest not on your laurels, young one, but instead seek to master what you have learned. Only through diligence will we, as a race, survive. Take this. It may be of you... That was nice. I can speak, you know. Take this. It may be of some use to you. Go now, and bring glory once more to our people. Don't have any gauntlets yet? Did get some? I guess I sold them.
Time is of the essence.
Okay. It's quite a nice improvement on armor then. Now, back to the Paladin trainer. In the Sunspire. Justine's Sunstrider. Why can't you follow us
The eternal
around?
sun guides us.
So, next skill that I'll be buying is, no, not healing, Blessing of Might. This places a blessing on the friendly target, increasing attack power by 20 for 10 minutes. Players may only have one blessing on them per paladin at one time. So yeah, that is a nice one. And Judgment is an offensive skill. Doesn't say anything, but let's hover over it. Unleashes the energy of a seal spell upon an enemy. Refer to individual seals for judgment effect. So, the first skill that we got when starting the game was this one, Seal of Righteousness. Now if we look to the lower part of the window, it says unleashing this seal's energy will cause 20 holy damage to an enemy. So using Judgment, let's drag it from the spellbook, it's actually from Retribution, Judgment. So when we use Judgment, I will actually deal 20 holy damage. Depicted by, you know, description on the lower right part of the window. So we also got Blessing of Might. I'm going to put it right here, or yeah, let's put it there. So let's activate this buff. There we go. Now I'm running back to Falfrian Academy. Back up this ramp. Okay, so now these have respawned. No worries. Okay, start attacking again. So I'm going to use Judgment right now. And kaboom! 31 holy, 31 holy damage. Okay. So my hit chance is reduced because I am using a new sort of weapon now. Not a two-handed sword, but a one-handed sword. Okay. Oh, and don't forget to reactivate your seal after you've used Judgment. Because it gives you a nice, you know, buff. When you use a seal. So that's 2 arcane slivers down already. So this is why I didn't bother with killing the mana worms. Because you run into more mana using creatures. Good, you can see that my blows or my hits are landing now more often. Thanks, Judgment. I'm going to skip this one for a minute. Tainted Arcane Wraith. Because there are some next to Felendrin we are assigned to kill. You know, he has become a wretched because he had succumbed to the thirst for arcane energy. Okay, that's 4 arcane wraiths down. Wraiths, I think it's wraiths. Okay, next, let's use Judgment. Okay, and that's my last arcane sliver, perfect. Now, 3 more arcane wraiths to kill. Okay, now I wish I could skip some, but okay, let's kill this tainted arcane wraith. Which is a little bit stronger than the normal arcane wraith. Okay, that's 1 out of 2. And this gives me a tainted arcane sliver. Now we do want to click this because this begins a new quest. This arcane sliver glows with an eerie luster. You found an odd sliver of crystallized mana on the corpse of the tainted arcane wraith. The sliver is different than others you may have seen. in that it is as dark and sinister looking as the wraith you looted it from. Just holding it gives you a sense of unnatural foreboding. Arcanist Helion at the gazebo. Okay, I should have picked that one up first. Okay, whatever. Arcanist Helion at the gazebo of the Sunspire on Sunstrider Isle just might be someone who would have a use for the sliver. Okay, our next arcane wraith is coming to us. So yeah, I'm now killing them much faster thanks to Judgment and Blessing of Might. These new skills have really decreased our killing times. So this is Felendrin the Banished, who we are assigned to kill. Now, as these are aggressive, I'm going to kill my second tainted arcane wraith first. I'm just pondering at how I'll get back. Could jump down, but what was shallow, so it's going to kill me. Guess I'll have to run down. Okay then. So Felendrin the Banished.
Your grace will not long mourn your past.
Didn't quite remember he had a voice actor or any voice acting. So here's his head, Felendrin's head. There we go. Now one more arcane wraith and this quest has been completed. Here we are, last arcane wraith. There we go, all done. No, I'm not gonna survive that. Unless I jump onto this platform, then down there. Gonna check if they respawn first. Some have already, yeah. Let's give it a go. Jump one. That didn't even damage me. Okay, now just run down here. Okay, that's another player. 2 other players. Yeah, perfect. It's a safe passage down. Okay, so we are going back to, what was his name? What was his name? Lantern Perlon. Oops, wrong key. Okay, so back to this tree here. Nice looking tree. One of the biggest around. Nah. So back north, a little bit northeast. And here we are. Now, let's turn this in.
Glory to the Sundorai.
Heed well this warning. Felendrin the Banished is only a symptom of a much larger problem. His demise will solve our immediate concerns, but all Blood Elves share the potential same fate as him if we let our addictions get the best of us. Felendrin's head. You are to be commended. You've succeeded where others, like Felendrin, have utterly failed. Perhaps you are truly ready to be a contributing member of the Blood Elf Society. Your success here means that you are capable of surviving the greater threats that lurk in Eversong. And believe me, there are plenty to face. So the only improvement, or the only item I can use is this shield. It's an improvement. Okay, so and that was the last quest that takes place in Sunstrider Isle. The quest that of the follow-up quest that Lantern gives sends me to the next part, which will send me across this bridge. It is a breadcrumb quest, so you know you could just skip it and go pick up the next quest right here at Outrunner Alarian. Jesus, what a name. I do like taking the breadcrumb quest, so I'm going to keep that part for the next video. So I'm just going to turn in the last few quests. The one where I had to gather the arcane slivers and where I got a tainted arcane sliver. Now, Arcane Hellion would like to take the
We
Tainted
will
Sliver.
persevere.
From your demeanor, you seem to be on a matter of some urgency. Insurgency? What the hell? Uh, so, from your demeanor, you seem to be on a matter of some urgency. Is there something specific I can assist you with? This is most interesting, and when I say interesting, I mean more disturbing than anything else. Our efforts to reassert control over the isle in the time following the destruction of the Sunwell have been a challenge. I suspect that whatever foul source is corrupting the isle is at the heart of it all. The sliver may be of some aid in uncovering what's really going on. You were wise to bring this to me. Take this as compensation for your diligence. Thank you.
Shorel arrived.
Go, level 5. Now, Arcane
Anu
Slivers.
Belore de la Na.
Many of the creatures here on the isle were at one point bound into non-aggression and complacency by our magical skills. When the Scourge destroyed the Sunwell, our hold over these creatures shattered. Arcane Slivers are the remnants of the control we once had, and as such might be usable in fashioning a new device to aid us in regaining their control. Better still, perhaps the slivers could be used to see what malaise the isle truly suffers under. So, they use the slivers to perform research on it. Okay. Splendid, these will do nicely. I've been doing quite a bit of thinking on the current malaise Sunstrider Isle suffers under. One possible course of action I had pondered was to collect these arcane slivers from the beasts on the isle. In doing so, they could be experimented on. This would provide a potential source of culpability. Anyway, I will tend to the research. Allow me to place this incantation on you. I believe you'll make good use of it. And a new back item.
The
Nice.
reckoning is at hand.
There we go. So the incantation is Fortitude of the Sindorai. Increases stamina and spirit by 5. Now let's equip this new cloak. Wouldn't have been an improvement if I had it equipped. So I am going to log off or end this video right here at the breadcrumb quest for the next part. So let's try to summarize what we have been doing. From the beginning of the quest line, we have been killing creatures that had become corrupted by the crystals over here. So we killed the worms, the lynxes. We then picked up quests to gather slivers for experimentation. Quest where we had to learn how to use our racial abilities. And what was the last one? Oh yeah, the one overlooking the Sunspire. No, the one inside the Sunspire, overlooking the Sunwell. Gave us a quest to respect the previous king of the Blood Elves, which were, I think, still called High Elves back then. They only changed their names to, or at least these elves right here, changed their name to Blood Elves after the Scourge destroyed the Sunwell. So yeah, we picked up a quest to respect the former king and to gather the belongings from Selunian. Now after that we came to Lanthan. We culled some tenders who used to be doing some gardening jobs around Sunstrider Isle. After that we went up to Falthrian Academy. We killed Felendren, who used to be a blood elf but is now wretched as he has succumbed to his hunger for arcane magic. In slaying him we have also culled his, or the rights he, or the raids he conjured. And at the end we turned in this quest at Lanthan. He has a next quest for, or a next breadcrumb quest for the next video. So next video will start with this quest right here,
Yes.
aiding the Outrunners.
Hold your
So
head high.
thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you will check the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.